I'm wrapping up week 7 of base training. This is my last week of base training. Next week I start support training, and after that it's specific training for 6 weeks. I want to go over some things I do for recovery. Number 1 is sleep. I maintain a schedule around my sleep. I like to stay in bed for a solid 8 hours. Whether I sleep those 8 hours or not, it depends, but at least I'm there for those 8 hours. I also like to have a scheduled time that I go to sleep. Most nights it's 9 to 9:30 p.m. and I get up 5:30, 6, sometimes 6:30 out of bed. So I get that rest period. It's scheduled, it's consistent, and it works with my schedule for the most part. Some nights I'm at work till 10 p.m., so I'll get home, I'll sleep closer to 11 p.m., but I try and do my best to get that 8 hours at least in bed and get that quality sleep, rest. This is not something that I used to do in the past. I used to go on minimal sleep, but that was when I was able to get away with it. Could I have performed better with consistent sleep schedule back when I was in my late 20s? 100% sure. But I was getting away with this, so I just kept going. Most of the things that you learn are in hindsight. So you experiment, you do, and then looking back, you think, yeah, you could have done that better. So now I'm doing things a lot better than I used to because my goals are important to me and I want to make sure to execute them and get them done. Some of the things I do to make sure I get restful sleep are sleep in a dark room. I didn't do this so much in the past, but right now I have blackout curtains. I make sure it's dark in the room, and I like it cold in the room as well. As far as stimulus goes before sleep, to make sure I get more of a restful sleep and I get into sleep faster without being overstimulated right before bed, I've been wearing these yellow glasses if I'm in a light, bright room after it's already been dark for an hour or two. These yellow ones I've worn for about 8 years, especially if I'm on the computer after dark. I find when I wear them, it's just less strain on the eyes. A couple years ago, my wife bought me these dark tinted glasses, and they do even better in terms of dimming the light. Especially in lights like this, if I'm here till 10 p.m. and it's been dark since 5 or 6 p.m., I put these things on and they just make me feel calmer. I feel a difference. Try them out. You might feel a difference too, especially if you're spending time under bright lights when it's after dark. So I keep a sleep schedule. I have the dimming glasses if I'm here late, so I'm not as stimulated going to bed. I also make sure I don't eat right before bed, at least not big, heavy meals. Sometimes I'll have some carbs if I've been low on calories or low on carbs for the day, and that can help you sleep. So different foods can impact how your body reacts to them. For some people, extra carbs, especially if they're athletic, if they need that energy to sustain functions and to rebuild from workout stress throughout the day, those extra carbs can actually help sleep in some cases. Another thing I've been doing for recovery for a while now is red light therapy. So I got a red light panel about 9 years ago now, and I've been using it, especially in the winters, for about 20 minutes a day. At first, I was reading into preliminary studies, some research saying that this can be beneficial. I wasn't quite sure. To me, it didn't really seem conclusive as to how widespread or how impactful those benefits were, but I tried it out. I bought a panel and I started noticing a difference. Is it because I'm standing for 20 minutes and resting, not doing anything? Yeah, maybe that's partially a recovery effect, but I feel like the red light over time, if I'm doing it consistently, actually makes me feel a bit more recovered than I would have not doing it. Number 3 for recovery is making sure I'm on track with calories. Getting my calorie goal per day ensures that I'm getting enough nutrients just in calories alone, plus the micronutrients of the different foods I eat, to make sure that I'm recovered day by day during my training program. If I'm under eating, I'm not going to be hitting my performance. So I need to make sure I'm eating sufficient calories, number 1, and then hitting my micronutrient targets on top of that. So I track my calories daily. I've been doing it for over a decade now. I've used tracking to help reduce risk of injury, to improve performance, to get lean when I wanted to build when I wanted to. If you're not measuring and not tracking, then you might be missing out a lot. Intuition can only get you so far, and especially if you have a specific goal in mind and you want to attain it, you have to be measured in your approach and execute. One more thing that I've been doing to improve my recovery is taking hot showers before sleep. So hydrotherapy, exposure to hot or cold, can have different effects on your body. Being exposed to hot can, especially for 15, 20 minutes, prolonged exposure to heat can make you feel sleepy and relaxed. So I do that. If it's been a long day and I need to wind down and relax, I'll take a hot shower before sleep, and I find it puts me into a deeper sleep. So it raises your temperature, and then once you get out of the shower, you're cooling down, you go to bed, you go into a cold room, it brings your core temperature right down, and gets you into a deep sleep pretty quickly. So those are the 5 things I've been doing lately to improve recovery. 1 is maintaining a sleep schedule. 2, implementing things that can calm me down before sleep, like the blue light blocking glasses. 3, red light therapy. I've been noticing recovery has improved with red light therapy. 4 is nutrition, making sure I'm getting adequate calories and micronutrients day by day. And 5 is occasional exposure to heat, hot showers, hot baths before sleeping to calm me down. Next week, I'm starting support training. It'll be first week 1 of 6 of support training. Some threshold workouts will be in the program for the week for running, and I'll also continue my 5-day per week training split in the gym, lifting weights. I'll see you next week with the next update.